The first two tools in your 3D modeling tool set are the flyover tool and the align plane tool, or the set working plane tool. They share that same space. And so the flyover tool, much like everything, you get several different submenus up here in the top left. Basically, it's just a way to sort of look around. And you can see in the center here is the center of your axes, your origin point, and it's sort of rotating kind of around that, right? The next option is interactive origin mode. So if I say I want my origin to be here, and now it's pivoting off of that point. Right? There is object center mode, and I'm going to select an object. And now it's pivoting off of the center of that cone as I move around. Right? Active layer plane. So you can see this grid down here is my active layer, and so now it's pivoting. It's sort of tipping off of that point, right? And then there is working plane origin mode, which is going to be kind of the same thing because we don't really have a working plane, a different working plane set. But we'll talk about that here in a moment. So setting the working plane. You can set the working plane by 3 points. And I'm going to move over. And we'll just choose this object, and it doesn't have to be on one object. So I'm going to do this. And so now my working plane is the surface of this box here, right? So now if I go back, it's going to pivot off of that working plane, that point that I made there, right? And I can change that. I can make it go through a couple different objects or whatever, but we're not going to do that at the moment. And then there's planar face mode. And so if I want my working plane to be here at the edge of this cone, right? I'm going to go back. And so now you can see this, this pink mesh here is on that surface. So now if I wanted to do something, what makes this useful? If I go to my hemisphere tool, now I'm working in that plane. I can click on that. And now I go back and I just added and I made sort of like an ice cream cone there. So those are two good, very handy tools to use. The way to get out of this working plane, if you want to go back to your normal plane, up here you can see that it's set to working plane. And we're going to just go back to layer plane. And now we are pivoting off of that main layer plane once again.